Welcome back to Chen Design. Today we are going to talk about how to create this wavy pattern for this pendant. Are you ready? Let's get started. I'm going to create a pendant and the diameter going to set it to 20 millimeter, and then I'm going to draw a shape in the middle. It's more like a S shape here, so something look like this. And if you don't like it, you can always tweak it into the shape that you like. So that is the first one. The second one, I'm going to draw another arc, and it's gonna go from here to maybe here and coming over a little bit like this. And another one is here to here and coming over like this. Okay, so and let me also change this into the red color. And so what we wanted to do is creating the section in between those two, but they can kind of automatically generate itself. So we're going to use a command called twin curve, and we're gonna pick up this curve and this curve, and it will ask you like how many section do you need it, and I'm going to keep it as a 5, and let's click on it, and then this is how we get. Notice that this one is completely not in the inside of it, but that's okay. We're gonna do it again, twin curve, and I'm gonna twin in between here and here, and we want to keep it as 5 as well. Okay, all right, so now we are ready to creating the surface, but we don't need the curve is that long, so I simply just want to create another curve and maybe go from here to here like this, and maybe go from here to here like this. And I'm gonna using this one and this one to trim off all the extra that we don't need it there, here and here. Okay, and then we don't need this one as well. So now we have this shape. I would like to coming over here and simply just draw an arc for whatever shape that you like. So probably something like this. Doesn't need to be really bumpy though. And then I'm going to use the command is orient to point. So I'm gonna select this one and orient from here to here. And then coming into my front view, I want to make sure the scale is equal 3D, copy equal yes, and I'm just gonna continue doing this. And if it's hard for you to see what I'm doing here, let's take a look on the perspective. And so we want to get this arc in between each of those lines there. And because I got 3D scale, is scale into the 3D, so then that way I can have them in different height. All right, so once you're done, we are about to do a bunch of the sweep. Oh, I forgot one thing. In fact, I would like to do a solid shape. So let's go ahead to creating the straight line. I should have this line onto the curve before we orient it to here. And we also want to join like this two. Let's join it together, and we're gonna do the same thing. All right, so once we got those, we're going to coming over the sweep to rail, and we're gonna do rail 1, rail 2 cross section, and then we'll get something like this. Let's go ahead to do all of them. All right, so once it is done like this, we can trim it out with the circle. So this is a circle that we have, and then we wanted to do extrude it, and then that will be the shape. So all of them that we have here, then we want to use the CAD command to close all of them. So let's pick up all of them and to close it. And I just realized that I was using the sub D instead of a poly surface. And so to turn it back to the poly surface, because we need to trim, we simply just turn it back to the nerve. So then we'll have all of them into the poly surface. And then I'm just gonna pick up everybody and do the bowling intersection with this guy here. So then we will have this left. And I simply wanted to extrude it again. So let's go ahead to extrude it straight and to whatever thickness, direction only going to one side, and maybe something like this, right? And you can make it hollow if you want to, simply just using the shell command. And then let's say I want to remove from the back for 1 millimeter. So then that way you will get a thickness there. And all you need to do left is creating the bell and having one of the jump rings soldered to the piece and something like this. Then after that you can assign the color to be 1 tone or 2 tone. I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you wanted to know more about the 3D modeling, I have a great online course for the beginner on my website. You are more than welcome to check it out or at the description below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next.